head coach of Cameroon Rugby League. How did I start Rugby League? I started Rugby League in 2006. In school, I was in year 7, and as many young kids, African kids especially, I just wanted to play football. That was my passion. And during PE, sport education, one of my teachers, who's Mr. Knight, Steve Knight, he saw me playing rugby in school, and he decided that, yeah, you'd be a better rugby league player and an athlete in athletics. So he spoke to Rob Powell, who's a former London Broncos head coach. So that same evening, he took me over to Croydon Hurricanes Rugby League Club, and the rest is history. That's where I first started rugby league, and yeah, that's it. Okay, when we talk about iconic moment, one of the highlights of my career was getting chosen in the England camp, which was the 24 best players under 15s in the whole of England. And well, that was pretty much the whole of the United Kingdom, because England were number 1 in the whole island. So making that team was quite big, and the rest is history. That I'll put my hand up, because the rest of it, I should have made it. I just didn't go training, which is something, again, well, I can't blame anyone but myself. I should have been there, and I know for a fact I would have made that final cut, the 18 best, but I just didn't turn up. And another thing is, well, that's in rugby league. In rugby union, I also played alongside Anthony Watson, who's England winger / fullback. What else? There's been quite a few. My coaching career, for example, playing London Origin, I've never lost. I can easily say I've never lost a game of Origin, whether as a player or as a coach. The closest I've come was a draw as a coach, but as a player, I've never lost. And I also hold the record for the most tries scored in a season, which was 45 tries in 12 games, which is under 13s, but still counts. The first season we won, and everything else. And in 2018, I decided to come back to Cameroon, and that's when I was named the national coach. And here we are 2 years later. I'm still a head coach of Cameroon Rugby League. So yeah. Well, rugby league in Africa, it's quite big. This is something that for years I've been telling people. For example, I've told my story to quite a few people, and like I said, when I started rugby league, leaving Cameroon, I was never the fastest, never the biggest, never the strongest. But when I started at Croydon Hurricanes, I was all those things. I was possibly the best player in the country. Well, definitely in the London League. As I said, I scored 46 tries in 12 games, and that was a minimum of a hat-trick in every single game that we played. So that was something quite big for me. But rugby league in Africa, it's something, it's like, how do I describe it? We have quite a lot of work, because we have the players, we have the athletes. It's a whole continent of possibly about 1 billion people, and the vast majority are youth, under 30, under 25, probably about 60-70% are under 25. So Africa is a young continent, and we have the ability to get these guys involved in the game, both men and women, children, everyone can get involved. And if we have enough will to help, the parents will full support. Most of the parents, they just go against it because they don't know about the game yet. So it would be great for the NRL, the Super League, to be able to put their hand up and help out the game, like a continent like Africa. There's no channel in all of Africa that shows rugby league. So we want to be the first to do that. And if the NRL or the Super League could help us with games, show it to Africa, the parents will look, they watch the game, and they'll just accept the game. But as we're doing right now, as we're going, all we're doing in all the countries, Cameroon, Ghana, Morocco, Nigeria, Congo, Burundi, South Africa, these are just some of the African nations, Kenya. What's happening is, yeah, we're playing in the few stadiums that we can find, all the stadiums are occupied by football players. So no one really has a stadium to call their own, specifically for rugby union. For rugby league, sorry. Another problem that we're facing is the battle against rugby union. So it would be really great to have all these people help us out, like the NRL, Super League. I already have the International Rugby League helping me out. Soon, well, we'll announce it soon, but not quite right now. But if we can get NRL and Super League games shown here in Africa, that will get people more involved in the game, and parents will accept. They'll finally be able to accept that their children come out and play. Well, the final thing that I'd like to say is we do need help. We need a lot of help, because this is a whole continent, like I mentioned earlier. We have over 1 billion people, probably 700 million that are youth who are willing to learn the sport. But so far we're not getting enough help. I'd really love it if the NRL and the Super League could put their hands up and decide to help develop the game in the continent of Africa. We saw Jamaica already have qualified for the World Cup, which will be later this year, 2021 Rugby League World Cup. And all this, they've got a lot of players playing in England, so they brought all their players back home, and they managed to qualify. We have Lebanon, who's part of the Mayor Confederation. They also qualified for the World Cup. But soon, we'd hope for the 2025 World Cup, we'd hope to see an African team. But what we really need, again, is for the NRL and the Super League to try to forget about the business side of the game and just think about development of the game. Because in Africa, there's not enough money to pay for all those games. We need to have NRL and Super League games. If they're able to put them on YouTube and let people watch it, well, hopefully they should be able to give us the rights to show it on TV here. Because as Africa, not everyone are online, so a lot of people are unable to watch the games. Even a lot of the players that I'm coaching, they're unable to watch the games. So if we can get the game showed on TV, that really would help. So this is a cry out to all the NRL players, all the NRL coaches, the board members, everyone, Super League coaches, players, board members, everyone. We need your help in Africa. So help us with Rugby League and the game will grow. So thank you, Rachel, and see you next time.